Welcome everyone to another edition of Immortalized in Stone. And just so everyone knows what the title means, this will be the last episode of the show on my channel. It will be moving to its own channel, which is already set up. It's called Immortalized in Stone. I know some of you guys have moved over there or already subscribed. So get ready, because this is the last warning. It's not going to be on here anymore. And the contest, which we're going to do the drawing next week, will be on that channel. So if you don't check it out, you're not going to know who wins. So be prepared. By no means is my channel being closed. It still have the collector's chat. It's still going to have my own programming, my reviews and pickups and whatever. But Immortalized in Stone now has its own channel. So it'll be there starting next week. How you doing, brother?
What's up, bro? Yo, Lou, why don't you tell them about our new channel? What the heck? Oh my God, I must be excited. My lightsaber just went off on its own. Yo, man, funny story. Let me fix my macaroni and cheese shirt. Like, what the heck is this all about? It's like mac and cheese, guys, mac and cheese. All right, anyway. I don't know, bro. Last week I did an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I put up there that, I'm quitting the hobby, I'm done and whatever. And I didn't know that I was going to make some people happy with that April Fool's joke. One dude wrote up there, he wished it was true. You know what I'm saying? That I was quitting collecting. Bro, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? You wish it was true. I wish you wasn't so bitter, bro. I'm so sorry, guy. You know what I mean? Because you probably watch this show too. You know what I'm saying? That's what haters do, though. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
They watch you. They never miss a show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they want to talk shit. It's the weirdest shit, bro. You know what I do if I don't like somebody's show? I don't watch it.
That's right. I unsubscribe. I don't watch. I
don't watch it no more, bro. I mean, why would I get myself so aggravated by watching something that I'm just gonna get aggravated with, bro? Look, do yourself a favor, bro. Don't watch, bro. Please. I don't want you to get upset. I want you to be easy. I want you to know that life ain't that bad, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the sad part, before we get into the strategy stuff, but the sad part with this hobby, it seems, and we see it all over Facebook, we see it all over YouTube, there's a lot of haters. People are just jealous. They don't want to admit it, so they just try to attack. They copy you. They don't give any credit where it's due. And they then after a while they pretend they don't know you, that you didn't help them. Anything. I mean, there's guys that are fighting over sizes of collections, people fighting over who's got a better collection, who has more grails. What does it matter? It's your collection. You're supposed to collect to enjoy what you enjoy, to make you happy. That's what this hobby is about. If people would remember that simple fact and not keep trying to cut each other's throats, this community would be 10 times as strong as it is.
Well, I'm just going to put this out there. Is it me, or ever since Mike Lee joined the other chat, right? He doesn't talk to us no more. He doesn't. Nothing, right? I mean, is that part of the initiation of getting on the other show, is to cut yourself off from this one?
I guess so. It does seem that's the truth.
I'm not understanding that. You know what I mean?
He's not the first to do it.
You guys really need to chill with that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? All I'm going to tell you is we've never told anyone that they can't be on anything.
Right? So, we've been supportive. We shouted it out. We do
everything,
and people just turn their back. But that's not what this is
Hey, look,
about.
if it's that, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, I just wanted to put it out there that I noticed.
Yeah.
It might not be that. It might. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, we don't need to get grimy. All we have to do is just do us, man.
That's
If it's gonna get grimy, then fine, bro. We're just gonna watch. We're not gonna get all mad and shit. We just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Really. So I just bring it up because you see exactly what you said. You know what I mean? We try to help out a lot of people. We always try to do the right thing by people's shows, by whatever. And then when we get like kind of a cold shoulder from a show, it's like, come on, guys, bro. It's not for that. I don't see it as competition.
No, it's not supposed to be.
Look, you guys don't understand. Look, me and Lou's gonna do this show, regardless if we have people on or not. People watching, we don't care, bro. We want to have fun, and this is what we like. Yeah. We like to do this. We don't want to be robots. We don't want to be, this is how everything goes and in order. No, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is me, Lou, talking shit about statues. We try to give you information or whatever. But you know what? It's just about us having fun.
It's like we've said from the beginning, bro. This has always been an extension of we called each other and we talked about statues. So now it's on the air. That's what it is. People seem to love it because every time we've thought about not doing it, they're, no, we love the show, keep doing it. So obviously we're doing something right, but
yeah, and when I was saying, when I brought up the part when I was making that April Fool's joke about me wanting to quit, the reason why I made that video was because, man, I was really feeling like I wanted to be out of the fucking collecting shit, and I was just not in the right frame of mind because you see, I love my collection, bro, and I go all out, but the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter what I collect. If I collect anything, I go all out. Whatever I do, I go all out. I don't do shit halfway, and I try to get what I like, you know what I'm saying? And bro, if I had to sell all my shit, bro, tomorrow, bro, I don't think I would cry much, just for a couple of pieces that I really like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna let this control my life. You know what I mean? I wanna.
Oh, definitely, dude. I've had the same thoughts. I mean, I'm never gonna stop, but I'm definitely, my plan is to cut down a lot because it's just that there comes a point for everyone's collection where you've got to say, okay, I've got so much stuff. Where am I putting it? Do I want to keep it in storage? Is that really collecting or is that hoarding? And that's the point that it's getting to, because if I buy something, I want to look at it. I want to display it. I don't really want to stick it in a storage room or in an attic or a garage or wherever, where it's stuck in a box and never sees the light of day. There's really no point. So that's where I've gotten to. It's time to start cutting back and only getting something that says, I can't live without that piece. It's that good.
My whole thing is that if I collect to a point where I have to put shit in storage, well, then so be it. It's just that my part of the collecting experience where I have a problem with is just the people, man. You know what I mean? It's, I try to get along with a lot of people. I know that my personality sometimes might not be as crisp as it should be, but I'm 100% real, bro. I'm not fake. I don't say shit I don't mean, and you know what I mean? I'm sorry, bro. I'm not that guy, man. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm not gonna go nuts. If violence has to go into my mind to deal with somebody, I just don't want to deal with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into that.
That's something you learn doing this for a long time. Because at first, yeah, that's a natural reaction. but then you realize it's the internet. I mean, is it really worth your time and aggravation? So that's that.
It's just nonsense, bro. You know, look, I've seen thousands of collections, man. You know what I mean? And I've seen people with collections that makes a store look fucking small, bro. Okay, a magnificent collection, shit that you don't even see here in the United States, bro. You know, and and not once have I ever said that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I hope all his shit breaks. What the fuck is that, bro? Where the hell does that come from you, bro? People who think like that should be put to the heel, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the kinks in society that doesn't allow shit to progress. It keeps shit back. You know what I'm saying? These are hateful people that just love anarchy, bro. And the crazy thing about that shit is that I love anarchy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll go for it. Hey, bro, I'm 100%. It's just that to do that, it's a lot of effort. It's a lot of energy you got to put into that. But for what? That's where I get stuck at. For some internet shit, some dude says, yo, man, your statue looks like crap, man. Fuck you. Hey, man, what? What you said?
Yeah, but the problem with all of that is that what people don't realize is it takes more effort for yourself to get angry and hold that shit in than it does to let it just fly off your shoulder.
Exactly, bro. You know, and my life is not that important that I have to be acting like Arnold Schwarzenegger with that phone and shit. Where he just want to blow shit. Yeah, I don't need that, bro. You know what I would love to do? Just give my honey a kiss. You know what I'm saying? A little smack in the back, and you know what's up? What the hell life is about, bro?
Well, now that we got that over with.
Yeah.
There's a lot
of, we're not talking personally about anybody, just in general, guys. Please, if it applies, if you feel it applies, it's not really for you. So just think about what we're saying and just leave it alone, bro. Because I don't want to deal with this shit. And if you come at me with this bullshit again, bro, you're not gonna hear me talking like this. You know,
it's stupid. But anyway, now to get on with the statue stuff, which is what it's about.
That's what we should be about.
There's a lot of good stuff that I've seen lately and cool stuff to talk about. Now, one of the first things I want to show is a screenshot just to show the size difference between the prime 1/3 scale pieces and quarter scale pieces.
The Batman?
Yeah, so here's a screenshot. No. This is what I want to share right here. Okay. Yeah. So look at that, man. There's the new Spider-Man next to the 3rd scale Batman.
Yeah, Batman's 3rd scale, bro. That's the one from the game, right?
Yeah, the Arkham Knight.
Yeah, that looks good, bro.
Yeah, I can't wait. That one's coming soon in May. But it's got a presence to me. Like, he's just standing there like, come at me, bro.
I got a box going to be coming very soon with a very interesting piece that we spoke of last week.
Oh, very cool.
Because, you know, the girl, I talked to her and I was like, look, man, you that shit converted too quick. Give me a break. So she was like, okay, you know, she says, what's up? She says, you want to do monthly? I said, no. Because she says, look, we'll give you a break. You know, she says, for a one-time thing, we'll do this for you.
Oh, so that's nice.
Yeah, because when it converts, you're either going to buy it or
you buy it. Usually they say you got to make one payment.
Right. So she asked me if I wanted to do the payments and as a one-time offer, you know, for being a whatever good customer, you know, and so I was like, no, just put it for the 15th one shot. And she was like, okay, no problem. I mean, I'm going to do it today.
Yeah.
It's just that I gave myself the 15, so I have time.
Of course. Yeah.
But I have the money ready and everything. And I took a couple of days of vacation. I was like, yo, pay me my vacation. I need 2 days vacation or 3 days vacation. And he paid it without me having to take it. So I was like, cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, I got 4 weeks vacation. So.
Yeah, so do I, but they don't let you take the money. You got to take the vacation.
Really?
But, yeah. See, my old job, they used to let you take the money. They actually preferred if you did that.
Yes. My boss told me, you want all your vacation? He says, I'll give it to you. I'm like, nah. The only reason he going to do it for me is because I do the overnight shit.
Yeah, of course.
And nobody wants to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or cover. So when I take the days, they got to. And they be like, yeah, I covered for you. I said, you ain't covered for me, bro. I said, you covered for that money.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to do it if you don't want to. You could always say, give it to somebody else. But once everybody says that, now there's no more volunteers. Now you're going to get picked. Somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
So you might as well volunteer. Then my man, another coworker is going off for 3 weeks, and he's telling me, my boss is telling me, how many days would you like to take a week? I was like, I said, you do know that I don't like doing overtime. I don't like doing overtime no more, bro. I used to do that shit, bro. The first year I was there, I worked 365 days with no days off, no sick time, no vacation, nothing. And I worked 16-hour days straight, 7 days a week, bro. And I had to do it because I needed that job, you know? Because I left my old job, went to this one, and then I had to earn this job. And I bust that shit out, boy. And it was good, man. So now with that, I'm able to collect statues. You see, guys, bro, you got to kill yourself at first. Then you get old like me, and you be able to buy statues.
You could get stuff like this, which I think is awesome. That's the Iron Studios piece, Superman vs. Doomsday.
But this Doomsday is what should have been in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely. I mean, they started having him convert to it, but they never really showed him fully with the bony mustache looking thing and the spikes on the shoulders.
For him, that's not really bone. That's like supposed to be hair. You know?
Yeah, well, it is bone, but that's part of what, makes the fight as bloody as it was all those protruding pieces of bone.
Yeah, he looked very menacing.
Very creepy dude. And, he's a piece that anybody who's a Superman fan, well, most of them anyway, kind of want in their collection. And I'd love a Doomsday to go with Superman, but we'll see. I mean, if to do it in quarter scale, it would have to be a big ass piece.
Almost like the size of the Hulk.
Yeah,
man, I get that.
Very menacing piece.
Bro, I tell you, man, as much as Prime 1 is really kicking ass and shit, Sideshow's just coming at it, man. They're just doing it, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I remember when XM first came out, everybody had a lot of nasty shit to say about Sideshow, and I never understood that.
I think, but part of that helped because Sideshow, I think, was like, oh yeah, and then they started bringing out the better pieces, and it's just been better for us in general.
Exactly. I think that did put a
fire.
A foot in their ass, so they know better now. Stop effing around, you knuckleheads.
And then the more companies that keep coming, the stronger their stuff is starting to look. Like if I didn't have this, a Catwoman piece already, what the hell am I doing? I would be all over this. I mean, look at how awesome this.
The Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah, look how gorgeous that looks.
Dude, I'm sorry, but I think that Michelle Pfeiffer did the best Catwoman in the movies, bro.
Oh,
she was
yeah.
amazing.
Man. And look how well they caught her likeness.
And better than Halle Berry. I'm sorry, guys. Halle Berry was good, but...
Speaking of that, did you see Halle Berry's April Fool's joke?
No.
She was like, yeah, guys, I can't wait to get back in the Catwoman suit.
Yeah, but she wasn't talking about the movie. She was talking about some guy she met.
No, she was talking about the movie, but it was, it was an April Fool's joke, but it was funny.
Yeah, she gonna get into the cat suit right in the middle of her divorce.
Some people were going, no.
Don't go, don't do it again, please. Stop it. Michelle Pfeiffer,
let's face it, there was nothing wrong with her per se. It was just the director and the way he made the movie, and the costume wasn't really that great. It wasn't her acting. It was just it was a bad idea for a movie.
And it's amazing, bro. Like, look at Ben Affleck, right? Mm-hmm. I know he's a good actor. I've seen a lot of good movies, so we know he's supposed to be able to act. Now, when he did the Daredevil, everybody went nuts and it was like he sucked, but it wasn't him. If you look at the movie, he did what he was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. I just don't understand that, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I know a lot of people don't. Same with the Turtles. It's your point of view. But I really enjoyed Daredevil. And I thought Ben was good. I mean, the big problem with the movie was the directing.
Yeah, that's what I seen.
I mean, I thought his wife, ex-wife now, was great as Elektra. I didn't like the Elektra solo movie. I didn't know where the hell they were going with that. But Daredevil itself was good. I absolutely loved the show. I think the show is amazing on Netflix. I finally saw every episode. And we did get to see the Skull shirt. So that was exciting for the Punisher. But, now I'm just waiting for Bullseye. That's the big thing for me. We've done Kingpin. We did the Punisher. Now Progression. Not spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, although this is not going to be anything major that would ruin it for you. But they're obviously bringing the group into play that Elektra was a part of. So that's going to be interesting. But I don't know. I'd rather see Bullseye at some point in season 3. That's what I'm hoping for, since he's the main villain. It'd be interesting to see who they cast, since so far I think they've been spot on with their casting. I mean, they've made great choices on who to play each character.
Excuse me. But I do believe you're right. I do believe you're correct, my friend. It's just a lot of nonsense, though. What the heck is this?
And then, speaking of shows, I'm going to say spoiler alert, even though it's not a main one. But just in case you haven't watched it, the last episode of The Walking Dead was on yesterday for the season. And it was like another one of those. It was a great episode, but it was another one of those where they leave you with the cliffhanger at the end. And you're like, damn it, now I got to wait 6 months or so to see what happens. Because basically somebody got killed they don't show you who it is. Now, if you read the comics like me, you know who it should be.
Yeah, but this is different.
If they follow the comics.
They don't.
But as we've seen, sometimes they take liberties and go their own way. So I'm very interested to see who got offed. You finally got to see Negan in
Wait a minute. Isn't everybody mad at that show because they just came back from a cliffhanger to put you back into another cliffhanger?
Well, they do it. I know the reasoning, and the reasoning is because they figure you're going to come back for sure the next season to see what happens. So that's why these shows usually end with a cliffhanger. But it's like, man, most of the fans of the show love the show and are going to come back regardless. So it's like you could have just shown us what happened.
Now bust this, Lou.
Yeah, that's a statue I don't understand.
This is ARH's statue. They did a Medusa with legs.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't know. What do you don't get?
Since when has Medusa ever been portrayed with legs?
Bro, who knows? Right here. You don't see it?
No. See, here's my thing. Now, to me, this would have been the perfect way to go. If anyone who's into Greek mythology or in any way, shape, or form, being that I was a huge, history fan, I was actually a history major when I did college for a year. I wanted to be an archaeologist. That's how much I love history. So I studied a lot about it. Now, Medusa was this gorgeous woman who, got basically the raw end of the deal when jealousy of one of the gods got on her for something she had nothing to do with. She was basically raped and then cursed, which talk about a raw deal. But how awesome would it have been to have her in that beautiful look that she had prior to becoming this snake beast? And then so that for people who bought the regular version of Medusa, you could have the before and the after.
But that's what it is. Look at the pictures here. This is the one with legs. See the bust? Look at the bust, the face. And look at the one with Medusa, the snake body.
Medusa wasn't snakish when she was gorgeous.
I know what I'm saying. Her. What I'm saying is you get two different versions because they're the same skull.
Yeah, basically. It reminds me of the green with envy.
Right. So this one here is the green one with legs, and then the one that has the snake body happens to have the flesh tone colors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, wouldn't it be better if she was like that with the green for the snake body, and then the
you would think the opposite, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, but I guess with the legs, to pull her off as Medusa, you have to kind of get her off green. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it would be enough for the snakes to be in the head.
Yeah, there was a part of me that wanted to go with the idea I was talking about, but to spend that kind of money to have to redo the statue, because I thought about buying it, having them sand off the scales and making it just like regular flesh, and then take the hair off and put regular hair on, and then have her as a regular woman, like I said, before she turned. But that's a lot of money to have to put into the piece.
Sharin is her name. This is another piece they just got.
Yes, that looks very nice as well.
Oh man, I think all this stuff is excellent, man.
Oh yeah, I love it.
And I'm waiting. Look at it, and the base is a gorilla's arm.
And see, that's what I love too. And I've been saying this before. I love when they incorporate a comic to go with the statue. Yeah, I've been tempted to get that piece.
This one is really nice, man. And you know, a lot of people are put off with the nudity and stuff, man. But it's just art,
But
guys. You know what
see,
I'm
they
saying?
give you
So
the option. There is
yeah,
covering, so
you
you
can
don't
cover it.
have to display a nude. But see, for me, what I like about it as well is if you had a King Kong collection, how awesome would that look with it?
Wait a minute, that would look good next to my Fury of the
Yeah,
Beast.
exactly. Because you got the beast hand holding up the woman, and I think that would be awesome.
Motherfucker. Are you telling me I have to order this shit now, bro? What the hell's going on
Yeah,
here?
I mean, I've even thought about it.
No, it's really, oh man, it's a good piece, you know? And me, I don't give a shit about nudity, bro. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing could be nude for all I
Oh,
care.
believe me, bro. When I put
Really nice.
Medusa and Arcala up, they're not gonna have their tops on. I think they look better without them.
Bro, my lady don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. And who cares in this day and age? It shouldn't be an issue. I mean, unless you're a prude.
Oh, how dare you. Listen, let me show you
I
another
mean, look,
side.
granted, if you have children, yes, putting nude statues up probably wouldn't be the best thing. But I think if you got a woman and she's with you and she knows you're with her, they shouldn't care about a stupid statue. I mean,
Yeah.
especially for us Italians, half of our statues are nude anyway, so it doesn't make a difference.
Check this out, bro. This is MYC Sculptures. Michael's on Facebook and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and he does a lot of good stuff with everything, bro. He does all kinds of statues. He also does costumes,
Mhm.
little props for the statues. Like the lightsabers. He has a lightsaber here.
Yeah.
He has a Skeletor, Lou. Let's see more of the Skeletor. I want to see his face, and you tell me if that's him. Look at that, bro.
Yeah, it's very skeleton-esque.
He goes, the one, it's without a hood here. I'll put this one up.
Hmm.
Hmm. I don't know, man. I don't. Let's see. He has another head there too, like a real
Yeah,
skeleton.
no, I prefer the other head that you showed before.
The bald one like
Yeah,
that,
that
right?
one. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I mean, hey, look, there's all types of things going on in the statue industry and stuff, and people are like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You see, because Mike's also doing a Planet Hulk 1/5 scale.
That's nice.
So I don't know. It looks like it's a work in progress. Here, let me get this picture up so you can see it looking like that. And he has the little slave button on his chest.
He's got Thor's hammer in his hand.
Yeah, take a look, guys. I think it's gonna play. It should be playing by itself so you can see a little bit more of it because, hey, look, man, there's different perspectives, to art, and a lot of people they put in their mind what a piece should look like, what a Hulk should look like. And when you're into art and stuff like that, you got to be a little more broader than that. You
Hmm.
should be a little more broader than that, and understand that an artist that's really putting his heart and soul into a piece. What I'm saying? He's gonna do it in the image that he sees it,
Yep.
and all you can do is just look at that image, hear what he says, and say, "Yo, you know what? Hell yeah, why not?"
It's like the old saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know, we
Exactly.
we all like different things, so our eye is going to be drawn to a different style of collecting. And honestly, that's what I love, and I've said this before. I don't want to go to, say, your place and hang out and see the same exact statues I have. I
Exactly.
I love going there and seeing stuff I don't have and be like, oh man, that's really cool. Stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Come on. It's always about that, bro. Yeah, we just gotta understand that it ain't all that crazy. Look, he did a Wolverine,
Yeah.
and it looks good, man. This is a 1/5 scale statue.
Yeah,
15.
that looks sharp.
Yeah,
And
he
you know
has
what? A
the-
1/5 scale kind of would work with Wolverine because he is supposed to be kind of small.
Yeah. Yes, he is. That Logan seems to be a little tall.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so all right, stop sharing.
I've even thought about doing some work, but who knows? Maybe down the line on the brown suit piece, and maybe changing it up to have him as Logan. You know, with the guinea tea and the dog tags and his claws ready to go. But you know, we'll see. Not and I'm in a rush for it right now.
I love my Logan. That's all I know. I love that statue, bro. It's an ugly ass little statue of Wolverine, bro. You know, people can't get over his head. It's so big, man. What the fuck? And I'm like, yo, it looks great, man. He's just looking down at me with his cigar in his mouth, and he showed me the claws.
I could find this picture. It's definitely something that got me excited.
Ah, buongiorno. I'm a Luigi.
What this it is? This isn't what I want. No, I don't want a video, you idiots. All right, let me look it up because I have it on my phone. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that cool stuff, just for anyone who collects these as well, Best Buy has the Star Wars The Force Awakens Steelbook with Kylo Ren. Kylo! So.
You know what to do with that big fat butt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I love that movie, so I was excited to get it.
Yeah, Star Wars, Smart Wars.
Oh, here it is. That's what I want to see. Okay.
I haven't seen Star Wars. I haven't seen Batman.
Oh, yeah, that's
Superman.
right. Well, yeah, because see, that's the other thing that people don't know about New York. It's actually quite expensive to see a movie.
No, it's not that. I'm lazy.
Well, it is expensive too.
Yeah, I just don't like going to movies. Marley, you want to go to the movies tonight? Okay, no. What? No? I forget I have to take my headphones off so I can hear her. What? She said no.
That's why.
Are we going to eat dinner tonight? I know you made something expensive, right? Well, you said meatloaf. That ain't expensive.
That's what we ate for dinner, meatloaf.
Really? I love meatloaf, you know?
Yeah, let me find this pic.
You see, when I make meatloaf, bro, I like to, have fun with it. So what you do is, like, when you're molding it, you mold it into, like, shapes, that women like. So that way, when it bakes out good, bro, it's like, here for you.
So this got me excited.
I already have some meatloaf.
So here we have the sneak peek at what looks like to be Prime One's Venom statue. You could see the symbiote coming up.
It's gonna be a quarter scale.
Yeah.
It's gonna be quarter scale.
So I'm very excited for that piece.
That Spider-Man PF, right? That's smaller than the Spider-Man comic cat, isn't it?
Yes. It's the same size as the Spider-Man PF. Just this one has them in the air, whereas we know the comic cat was bigger than quarter scale.
But they put it next to a Spider-Man Back in Black, and the Back in Black looks so much bigger than the Comic Cat too. I mean, then the PF too.
Yeah, well, the Back in Black, you know, you got him standing. Number one, he's standing, and number two, he's the main. All pretty much all of the statue, other than the base. Whereas this one has parts to it, so that always tends to make them look slightly smaller. But I don't have it in hand, but I know I saw it when I went to Comic-Con, and it looks to be the right scale. Spider-Man is supposed to be smaller way smaller than Venom, actually, and Carnage.
All I can tell you about Spider-Man is don't mess with Venom, because if you do, you will rest in peace.
Well, actually, you know, Venom's awesome. I love Venom, but Carnage is way more diabolical than Venom.
See, he's psychotic, bro.
Yeah, he is a psychopath.
Yeah, he's a psychopathic mass murderer. That's what he does, bro. He just kills people.
Right.
Bro.
Cletus Cassidy.
And he don't even gotta be Carnage to be out there killing more.
Yeah, exactly.
Without that shit.
That's the symbiote just made him that much more lethal.
It enhanced them, bro.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff, bro. You know.
But I'll never forget, for those of you that collect toys, you may remember there was this huge outcry when they made the talking Venom figure, and it said "Die, Spider-Man," and then the second saying was "I want to eat your brain." And people like flipped out. They're like, I don't want my kids playing with this.
Does Venom eat brains?
I don't know. But all I know is that I had this figure. I had it sealed on the card. And back in the day, I sold it for quite a lot of money when I got out of the figures collecting.
I never heard Venom go to Spider-Man and say, listen, man, I want to be the butter in your bagel, bro. It's like, what? I don't know what that means.
But yeah, but for everyone who doesn't know, for a while, you know, that turned good.
But they broke him into a few things. You know, they made him a super agent. They made it with Flash and shit.
Where he had a gun and shit.
Exactly. So, look, in the comic book world, the possibilities are endless. Mm-hmm. They can take one superhero, make him into a different one, and they'll explain it in a real short lapse time of, oops, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, media hit him in the back of the head, whatever it is, bro, it just goes through. It's just that when they make movies about these comic book characters and everything, people get upset because they want them to stay true to the comic book. Now, if you want them to stay true to the comic book, that's going to take a lot of time because, you know, they stretch one story out in series where it could be all year. You know what I'm saying? That you're collecting the comic book every month to get to the last episode. So what I guess that they do in the movies is they want to mix in a lot of everything to make it more appealing. It's just that they change the characters in a way. Look, I don't mind changing a little bit, but when you change a character completely different, like that Dr. Doom, bro, you know, it was like how did you get this?
Yeah.
You know,
what
living
part
planet?
of the mask goes on his face and it's hot and it burns and scars? Did we get from he touches this goo and he turns into this figure that like glistens in the sun?
A human planet. That's what he becomes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I mean, I know there's a storyline with that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, y'all jump too quick into the storylines that go so far ahead. It's like, bro, look, in your quest to make a grand, beautiful piece, you made a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? I did not like the storyline. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like really none of it. I think I kind of liked the CGI when they did it with the torch.
Well, I also thought they did Sue Storm very well. They showed her powers correctly,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
was done well. I liked her, and I didn't like the choice they went with for the Human Torch, but I did like the CGI. I thought it was well done.
The CGI
I
for the
didn't
thing,
like the thing.
garbage,
Yeah,
garbage,
you
and they had him
needed.
brooding. What
Here's
the
the
hell?
problem. You had the Michael Chicklets one. You had this one. If you would have just did something in the middle, you would have hit it on point. Because Michael Chicklets, the problem with it was you knew it was a guy wearing a costume.
And he's short,
Yeah.
bro.
So the problem, but they did at least it looked like the thing. It was all cracky and stuff. This thing looked like he was a rock biter from the never-ending story. He looked like a piece of rock. He should have been somewhere in the middle, and that would have been good. Doom, forget about this. There's no way to make Doom any better. The way they did it was horrible. They would totally have to redo him and put him in his classic armor with the mask costume. That's what Doom is.
You know, trying to
And
second guess these movies.
they were all right with Mr. Fantastic. I mean, they did him all right, but they just made him a little more quirky. Like he's supposed to be this really smart scientist, and I don't know. They made him a little too comedic, I think.
Bro, look, it's not easy to put this shit together, but if you're gonna do a CGI of the thing, wouldn't it be better to kind of and I know you don't want to make it look like the comic book, but come on, a little closer, bro. He didn't have, it could have been a wider, bigger guy, and not such a fucked up pointy head, just flat, just the way he has it, bro. Just get it right next time, because if you're gonna do a part 2, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
The problem is
Don't do
I
it.
don't know would people actually pay to see it. I mean, so many people dislike the first one. I don't see how they think they can really make money off it unless they go back and totally rework it.
Exactly. Now, if you're gonna make the Human Torch black, right, then I think you should have went with an unknown. You know, because then it wouldn't have had so much focus on the actor itself. You know what I mean? Because they say Michael B. Jordan, bro. Everybody knows Michael B. Jordan from other shit, and he's not a superhero-like character. You know what I'm saying? Like a dude. So you get someone that's kind of different, new. So that way people can warm up to him being the Human Torch without his title being in the way. Of who he is. Because the character you change that hard, bro, you can't let it get focused on the actor. It has to be a no name, and you would have been, and I think I would have enjoyed it more better because you see, I know Michael B. Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So
we know him from what? Fruit was he in Fruitvale Station? I think.
yes,
And he
was.
was also in that other superhero kind of movie, which I own. I actually like it, but
You talk about where they have them superpowers and shit.
Yeah, they get from a meteor they find.
And they have to keep going back and try not to mess with nothing, and then they get more popular. But anyway, look, that's all I'm saying, guys. It's like, look, Michael Chicklets, he would have probably been a better choice if he was a little taller. I mean, he was just too small to be the thing, and
they needed to go the Hulk route and do
CGI. Bro. And remember, the thing is a lot smaller than the Hulk, but he's wide and
massive,
badass, bro. Yo, why they always slip on the thing? Why?
Yeah, because
the
Hulk and the Thing used to go at it a lot.
but they don't realize that the Thing had his own comic book aside from the Fantastic Four, and then he used to always be getting down with the Yancey Street Boys. You know what I'm saying? And be looking for them all the time. It was crazy. He used to walk around with a raincoat.
First issue of his solo comic.
Exact, bro. You know, so this is a character that has a lot of character to it. He's a very lovable guy, man, and he's a very endearing character, bro. As a matter of fact, they did a modern version of the Thing versus the Hulk, where the Hulk is the Thing is sitting in a restaurant, and all of a sudden, I think the Thing or the Hulk is in the restaurant. The Thing walks in and sits next to him, and they start talking about what's going on outside and all the military's outside and everything because the Hulk, whatever. And the Thing, and then basically they just, I'm just gonna paraphrase, and the Thing's like, yeah, man, you know, so we're here, right? So the Hulk goes, yeah, so do we start it now? And the Thing's like, yeah, I guess so. Bang! You know what I'm saying? And the only reason the Hulk doesn't tear the Thing to pieces is because when the Hulk gets mad, he don't think.
Yeah, exactly.
The Thing can think. And that's basically, bro, the Hulk whips the Thing's ass every time. But the Thing gets really good shots and really gets the best of him a lot of times just for thinking, learning.
Yeah, like, well, think about it. If the Hulk could fight with Bruce Banner's brain, then he'd probably be unstoppable.
Well, isn't that what he is now? You know, the modern time now that Bruce Banner's walking around the earth and he's controlling the Hulk inside of him. That's the storyline that they did with Scar. It was Sakaar. The Scar?
I think it's Scar, yeah.
The son of Hulk, you know, so he had to take him around and teach him how to fight so that way he can get ready for the fight with him, with the Hulk. And yeah, man, Scar beats Juggernaut. But Scar fights Wolverine's son.
Yeah, Daken.
Daken almost killed him, bro. Daken almost killed him because Daken has those pheromones that mess with you, bro. And yo, he just couldn't get over that, bro. And when Daken was ready to strike the death blow on him, and I don't know how strong Scar is, if he's got the powers of the Hulk, but it was a wrap. Wolverine had to stop him. All right, no. That's it, bro. Chill. That's a lesson well learned. Bro, it was crazy, man. I mean, that was a good comic. I like that. Yeah. I would love to collect comics again, but the comics will compete with my statues for room. Can't have that.
That's why I really like now buying a lot of the graphic novels, because you get the entire story in one book.
Yep.
So you don't have to go out every month and buy the next issue. And so a lot of times the story is through multiple comics lines. So you have to buy like 3 comics a month just to read one story. So
yeah, man. And when they branch out like that, it's like, what are you freaking doing, man? Well, I gotta buy 13 comic books to read one story, man.
It's all about the money.
You know which story was that one? That fear line they did.
Yes, Fear itself.
Ooh, I mean, it was great, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. It was kind of worth it because the way they took it, man, it went nuts with the Wolverine and Captain America turning into Hulks, like, dude, that was so good, bro. You know, that fight was really good. And then when the Hulk attacked Dracula's homeland and shit, and they sent out, you know, the army of vampires against the Hulk, and Hulk was already changed into that thing, bro, and he smashed them, bro. Well, Hulk would have smashed him anyway.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great storylines. I love the Blackest Night storyline from the Green Lantern.
Oh, well, I've seen that one. I remember reading oh my God, the DC shit that they used to do, bro. You see, look, bro. I
like Crisis on the Infinite Earths and stuff.
Well, and I remember they were doing the countdown backwards.
0 hour.
0 hour. You know, and
I have most of those.
I had 0 to 4, signed by Jim Jurgensen, and it was a set, a 5-book set, and I had bought it. And you know where I used to buy comic books when I was younger, bro? I used to buy them from QVC.
Yeah, they had a lot of good deals. Now, the funny thing was, when we were growing up, you could buy comic books everywhere. The grocery store had them, 7-Eleven had them, any the store, like the corner little market where you bought your
Anywhere, my
stuff,
uncle
had
used to sell them in his store.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
had the racks that you spun around, and it had like tons of comics on it.
It was good shit. But hey, look, man, it was fun. You know, when I was 16, though, I remember down on 83rd Street and 2nd Avenue, there was a comic book store called Super Snipes, man, and they were like basically the comic book store back in the day where, you know, everybody was trusting, man.
Yeah.
People used to clip comics from there all the time, bro. You know, but they had everything. And that's why I used to go buy my comics. And I remember buying that the Final Fantasy Thor, his first appearance. And I got that one.
Amazing.
I think it cost me a couple of bucks at that time because it was an older book. But it wasn't expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I miss those. We used to have they were even cheaper than that, but they call them dollar bins now, where I think when we were younger, it was $0.25 per comic.
Yeah.
And you'd find a lot of those great books in there. And the most you were paying was maybe $100 for a key issue, real key issues, like Hulk 181, the first appearance of Wolverine. But now, forget it, man. You're paying top dollar for these books. Thousands and thousands of dollars.
I don't know. Hey, bro, my comic book days is over. I got comic books, bro, but I could count them right there.
Yeah, now I have like a lot of, I have tons of comics, but I see buying a lot more of the autograph stuff. And I love going to the cons and getting like con exclusive comics with the special covers. And I also enjoy, getting the CGC stuff, or, where they're packaged, because then they're nice to display that way. Plus, they're not going to get damaged or anything.
Exactly. Dude, I'm trying to get this picture over to my man for look. No. I still got it here, bro. What the fuck?
Well, at one point we were gonna go see him and do it that way, but I don't know.
Oh my god, I don't know, man. It's like he told me, Nick, by the time you said that, I'll be running back at work. I'm like, word. Look at that, guys. Look at this stuff. Signed by the man himself,
Doug Bradley.
With the certificate registered in the bag. I can't show that to you because they might try to copy that. I don't know how the modern technology is really great nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of them, autograph pictures, because a lot of people know I'm a huge Terminator fan. So I literally have most of the cast, the main cast's autographs, including Arnold's, which I was lucky to have met in person for that a long time ago. That was when he did the first Terminator. So it's the picture of him from the first movie. But love them. I absolutely love them. And it's fun. I really enjoy when you go to a convention and they're there and you get to meet them and they sign it for you. You could get a picture with them. It's a good time.
Yo, Lou, you know, we never really cover this, so I'm going to do it right now. And maybe people might get into this because I know there's a lot of people that like kids. All right. You like kids, guys? Here's a web page. It's called Revenge Monst. Let me see.
Oh,
Revenge, MONST.
the face hugger in the egg looks pretty cool.
And let me tell you something. These are all resin kits, right? I think I ordered something from them a while ago. But the thing with them is, look, right? If you go in here, they have the products lines here, and they're not just aliens and predators because they do have it. You know, they got 1/6 scale kits. There's face huggers, a half scale.
Yeah, that one.
You know, but they also have a Batman that says here, and these are all resin kits. These are not, you know, statues that you could just go and buy. Here, I'll show you. See? It's not painted and stuff, and you just basically put it back. You just put it together, paint it up and shit. But then, you know, and look, it's for guys that like to work with their hands, you know. Now, look at this. The Dark Knight Returns 1/8 scale resin kit.
Yeah, they actually did a statue of that.
Yeah. That's a statue. I don't know. You know, does anybody know if this is a resin kit?
No, one's a kit. That one's a kit, but there is an actual statue of that.
Okay, so they have the Batman one, then they have Gremlins, you know, and these are 1/1 scale kits.
Yeah, that means they're pretty.
They're 6 inches tall with quality vinyl kit, unassembled. This one's 8 inches tall. This one here is 22 inches tall, 26 inches tall. So, you know, they even got movie characters. So look at this. They got a 14-inch Anubis Stargate. They got the Ra, Indiana Jones, Fight Club Brad Pitt. They even got the Pinhead Cenobite vinyl kit, which is 4 inches tall. A Freddy, an Alien. I like that Alien, the way that looks.
Yeah, I like the Ra too, if only it was quarter scale.
Exactly. So you look at all this stuff. The Hellboy, they have a Hellboy here, 1/5. They got a Guyver helmet that's 1/1 scale. Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff here, bro.
Look at the Endo arm.
The Endo arm, yo, they got the Mummy in Coffin, 1/6 resin kit. Up here, they got the arm. They got a Sinbad resin kit. What are those big-headed resin?
Yeah, the skeletons.
That looks crazy.
I love those movies.
Yes, those are awesome, bro. Sinbad? Oh, come on, bro. Who don't love Sinbad? But I'm just saying is, you know, they got a lot of stuff. And you know what? For you guys out there, they got the sexy ladies, you know, Vampirella and other women of stuff. And they got a lot of nude stuff, too. They got Star Wars. I like the, you know, I like some of the detail, and this Han Solo doesn't look so bad, bro. I think it's just a matter of how you paint it, you know.
Yeah, of course.
You know, then they say they have superheroes. Oh my God, this is a resin kit, but this could be, I don't know, man. I hate to say it, but that might be a recast, bro.
Do you think? It looks just like it.
Holy shit. Guys, I do not approve of recasts, okay? So if you see stuff up here that's not right, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. But they have the reproductions of the old Horizon.
Yeah, I remember those.
Look at this, bro. Wolverine, Iron Man, Cyclops, Captain America. I had mostly all of these. I didn't have the Silver Surfer. I would have liked to get the Silver Surfer.
I have a bunch of model kits I built as a kid of the superheroes, and some of them I painted really good, but others I may just have, you know, touched up and display them again. I had like Cap versus the Red Skull and a whole bunch of cool ones.
Oh man, I got a bunch of these models up in my attic.
Yeah, I had a Ghost Rider on his bike. the Hulk, Rhino, Thing, Spider-Man. That was the one I think I painted the best. Just
Dr.
a whole
Doom.
bunch of Thor. I think I had a bunch of cool characters.
Yeah,
They're smaller. They're probably 1/10 scale, but they were cool. I had a good time putting them together and painting them and stuff.
Yeah, it's fun, bro. See, when I was young, I loved putting shit together, painting it up, and filling in the seams with the putty and everything. But I'm lazy, bro. After a while, you just don't want to do that shit.
Oh,
and all you can say is, thank God for Brian. That's all I can say. Sorry, guys. Thank God for Brian. And I mean it sincerely, bro. Brian is one of the coolest cats that you could deal with, bro. And if you don't know who Brian is, bro, well, then your ass better call somebody.
If they don't know who he is, they haven't watched our show that
much. Please, bro. Brian's the man. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, everybody.
All I know is I try not to, but this piece just looks freaking amazing.
Come on, Lou. Why are you showing me that, bro? What the hell's wrong with you? I want to get that.
I just think it looks epic.
Beautiful, man.
Especially the light up eyes.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful, bro. It's disgustingly beautiful.
I'm just so tempted. There's the exclusive.
Hey, it's so secret. They know that I'm getting the Joker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's already ordered, bro. It's going to be my first DC piece ever. Ever. Can't wait.
It was very shocking.
Bro, let me tell you something. That Joker piece hit me in such a way, bro, that I can't even explain it, but it got me to spend money on a DC piece, bro. Now I hope that my addiction ain't gonna make me go through to that DC route, because I'm gonna get upset with myself.
Well, I think you have to get a Batman.
Whoa, Lou. How dare you, bro? See, you're one of those people that are gonna make me spend money. Why do I have to? You're supposed to go figure. It's all right. You don't really need a Batman. If you got a picture of the Batman, you can put it right behind the Joker. It would look lovely.
The way you knew I was trying to come back, and you're like, "Yo, did you see that Batman? You got to order it, man." It's like,
Batman was shit. It's good. It's a good Batman.
No, it looks amazing. It's just, oh my god, I got so many Batmans.
I just look. If everybody sees my room right now, look. Where the hell am I gonna put the Joker? Where would he go? There's no place I could possibly put him. Maybe in the middle of the room here, and then I have it where he could just be the centerpiece of the room. Look, my turtles are not up there, bro. They're all gone. I took them down. Lou, I'm not. But let me tell you something. That's gonna be the last time I move those damn turtles.
I saw the picture of them covered. So,
Lou, those things, bro, just because the way they are, I have to slide them out, bring it down. It's like I'm lifting weights, and then I have to walk it over there, bro. They're heavy as hell. And to bring 4 pieces over, it's not fun, man. It's not fun. It really not. It's not fun. So I'm gonna do the video tonight. Hopefully. If not, we have to do it tomorrow. We're having a problem because the table, with the way the statues are set up, they're wider than the backdrop.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? So it'll look weird. So we're trying to figure out a way. But we have a sheet that goes from one side to the other. It's just that she's trying to make sure it's the right sheet. Bro, it's a lot of work in this, man.
This, if only this was life size, it would have been epic.
What size is it?
It's 15 inches. Yeah.
Isn't that how tall the thing is?
No, they don't call it life size.
It's a collectible figure. Yo, that shit looks whack.
it doesn't have the scary face because it's like the straight up Chucky, I guess, before he was converted by Charles Lee Ray.
That shit looks like garbage. I'm sorry. People when they get that, what they're gonna do to it, bro? They're gonna cut them up, bro.
Yeah, I have one that's cut up, so. But for what it is, it's cool. I love the original one, but that goes for mad money.
Oh, all right, Mike. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't know that's how it was, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro, we miss you, bro. That's all we're saying, Mike. Mike wrote that. He says that he's been busy with work and everything, and that's why he hasn't come on and stuff. So I guess I misspoke, and for that I apologize. You know what I mean? It's just that, bro, when I don't see somebody for a while that I really like, I start to bug out. I'm like, what the hell is he? You know what I'm saying? How come he don't love us no more? We love him. It's all about the love, man. You know what I'm saying? Mike, mad love, mad respect, bro. You know what I'm saying? My bad.
Yeah, well, that's, because everyone was coming and saying, oh, what happened to Mike? I see he left because he went on a new show. But whatever.
I know, man. I'm sorry, bro, but I really like Mike, man.
He was great. I loved having him on the show. So.
Kidding me, bro? That's a cool ass motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he's on that other show, man. But shit,
What is?
We found him first.
Stop stealing our talent.
No. No, that's not stealing. Good break. That's it's an opportunity for Mike to get up and do his thing, bro. Because Mike is talented, bro.
I know.
But I just need to be in a vacation area. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, tell me about it. I can't wait till my big. I still haven't picked the other 2 weeks, but it's like you go so long and you're like, oh, I need a vacation bad.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. Oh, there he is.
Let's see. Do I see?
Yeah, I put out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, did you see that? Oh, I gotta find a picture of it. I really like this statue. Well, I'm a fan of the character, so no, it's not that. Let's see.
Yo, I sent him a GIF. Look at this shit. Look.
Of course they don't have it on here, which means it's probably not up for pre.
What are you looking for?
I'll show you in a second. All right,
bro,
let's do.
I can't hear my popping noises from here.
What is what's his name? Why can't I think of the name of the comic now? Oh. Let's see if this brings it up. Picks. Yes, here it is. Let's see if they have a painted version. Of course, everyone I'm seeing is not the painted, but whatever. You'll get the picture.
Dude, is it me?
This piece.
Or is everybody hungry?
No, I think it's you. So this is the Darkness statue from XM. and this is the unpainted version, but it looks great. I mean, I'm really thinking I might have to get it.
Holy smacks! Isn't that dark something?
Yeah, the darkness.
The darkness, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on with that statue, bro.
Yeah, I love that piece.
A lot happening at one time.
So I may have to get it. We'll see.
But where's that from, bro?
This XM, but this one can be sold worldwide because it's not Marvel.
No.
So
I don't know the story. I don't know the character.
Oh yeah, I love the story.
What's the character from, though?
The Darkness.
Right.
That's the name of the comic.
We're not gonna do who's on first. I don't know third base.
But basically, you know, it's
a comic book.
Yes, Image Comics. I believe it's.
I don't know.
All right. So definitely a cool stage.
How come that's feeling like I can hear it echo?
Because you're on two things at once.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
It's not echoing now.
Yeah, good. I just had to go do something real quick, so I figured I'll take everybody with me. Where is she?
So you know this one you can.
Oh my God! I gotta reach out. Touch somebody. Babe, watch my sword, okay?
Let me get ready.
Oh my God. Woman. Everybody, if you didn't know, I have a samurai sword. Oh.
Is that Leo's?
Yeah. Babe, what's for dinner?
Meatloaf and mashed potatoes.
Is it cooked already, or are we ordering it? We gotta order it. Yes.
Why? I'm watching it.
No, you weren't. You were in the other room. Nobody want to hear that. What show is that anyway?
iZombie.
Hey Lou, you watch iZombie?
No.
Lou says that show is garbage. That's what Lou said just now.
Yeah.
Tell her.
No, that's not what I said.
No, bro, I hate when my friends get all wuss. You know what I mean? They're like, I didn't say that. You're supposed to go, hell yeah, that shit's garbage.
I never watched it, so I can't call it. I mean,
he says that doesn't even rate for him to watch. Isn't that what you said, Lou?
I'm not getting involved.
I ain't getting involved now. There it is. Look what you did to my friend. You broke him.
Does she watch The Walking Dead?
No. She watches iZombie.
I'd rather watch The Walking Dead.
You and me both, bro. Hold on.
All right, I'm getting ready for the shares.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's your boy Vic. Oh, excuse me. We already started the show. My bad. Sorry, guys. The old age is kicking in. Pretty soon I'm going to be that cat in the front porch on a rocking chair talking about, get off my property.
Talking about, yeah, really? With a cane.
Damn kids. Yeah, with damn kids. I'm gonna be that guy that I used to make fun of when I was a kid. Look at this old
exactly.
Alright, yo, man, I whip your ass, and it's like, what? You come over here and try it, boy.
You little bastard.
You little son of a bitch. And I'm saying, yo, see, old people hold on to this thing when they were younger and they used to really whip ass, and then you kind of forget that you don't really move the way you used to move. And them young kids is quick. So yeah, man, I want to become like if I ever when I do retire, I want to become like a monk. I want to dress like a monk. You know what I'm saying? That way I don't get beat up.
I would have said the Bionic Man or so, whatever that guy's the $10 million man.
The $6 million man.
That's it. Thank you.
You talking about Lee Majors?
Yeah, he had all those parts.
His name was Steve Austin, bro.
Hmm?
His name was Steve Austin. Isn't another character named Steve Austin?
Yeah, Stone Cold from wrestling.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now Steve Austin, the $6 million man. I used to love that show, bro.
Yeah, it was an awesome show.
Then they messed it all up when they made the Bionic Woman.
Hmm.
Messed everything up with the Bionic Woman. She was whack. She was so whack. So, Lou, what's next? I think
Shout outs.
I think people should understand that before we go into the shout outs, you know, look, me and Lou, and I'm going to speak for you, Lou, you know what I'm saying? We really appreciate everybody watching our show. We really appreciate, you know, all the new subs. We appreciate the old subs. Me and Lou have met a lot of great people on doing this. Not because I don't want to leave it as, you know, we have just bad experiences. We don't, you know what I'm saying? And we have a lot more good experiences than we do bad, you know. And I just want everybody to know that. And like I told everybody from day one, you know, you have a question, you can always contact me. It's better if you try to get me through Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Because that will ring on my phone.
Yeah,
YouTube does.
Facebook is a lot easier to respond as well.
All right, for me and for Lou. And we'll answer whatever questions, whatever it is. We don't care. We don't mind, you know. Me, if I don't answer you back right away, it's usually because I'm either sleeping or I'm working, doing something. And then I see a message later on. I will respond to you, but usually I'm up all night. You know what I'm saying? I'm up all night. So my hours are crazy, you know. The only time, which is a bad time to contact me, would be between the hours of 1:30 in the afternoon to 9 p.m. Eastern time, because I sleep before I go to work. You know. But other than that, I just don't want people to, you know, just to think that, you know, we're upset or whatever. We're not, man. You know what I mean? And we got mad love for everybody, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody that's doing their shows and stuff up right now, I have nothing but respect for all of them. John Sanchez, Gina Bastaldo, all of them. You know, I mean, I don't want people to think that there's something between, because I don't think there is. I just say that you know, they're cool people, bro. Gina's is a sweetheart, bro. You know what I mean? It's just us talking crap, and we love them, bro. We love everybody, bro. You know what, bro? I think we're gonna do a show of love, Lou. We gotta do a collector's chat of love. We need a love fest.
All right. Well, we need to get to the shout outs before I have to run out of here in a minute.
We need a love fest, man. You know? As I'm fucking around, right?
Yeah, because you're gonna be holding down the show.
All right. Okay, go for it.
All right. So my first screen share. My first shout out's gonna go to 603 Collectibles. He does a lot of comic book related stuff. So if you're into comic books, check him out. He'll let you know some of the cool stories. He has some Koto Bukiya stuff as well and Sideshow. So definitely check him out. He hasn't done a new video in a while, but hopefully he will if he sees there's some new subs and new people watching. So definitely try to show some support, and maybe we could get a lot of these guys doing videos again. All right, that's number one. Boom.
All right. I'm gonna give a shout out to my man. Hold on. Are we supposed to be showing his page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me show the page then. Where am I? Where am I? All right. My shout out goes to, where am I? I can't even find, oh. I'm bad with technology. Kin Shin. All right. Kin Shin is the guy you want to see. He has videos up in the whole nine. It says he has 99 videos and stuff like that. But he might be watching now. Who knows? My man Ken.
Cool.
Thank you so much for checking us out, bro. You the man, bro. Yeah, but check him out, bro. You know, good guy, bro. A good guy to have, you know, on your YouTube. Yeah, bro.
All right, so my next one, let's share it. It's going to go to 87 Boba Fett. Now, really cool guy. He's another one who does a lot more comics reviews, but he does have statues. He shows them as well. He also does gaming as well, mainly comics book, but he's a really cool guy. He gets back to you when you write him comments. He checks stuff out. He's checked out our show a few times. So really cool guy. I've had some good conversations with him, and he knows a lot about comics. So definitely, if that's your thing, check the dude out. He'll appreciate it.
Check him out, ladies and gentlemen. My next shout out goes to my boy, the Long Shot 1982.
Nice,
Brandon Miguel. That's my man there, bro. You know, he's a good friend of mine and of Lou's. Mm-hmm. Very opinionated gentleman, but he goes for the facts. He's going to let you know what he really thinks, and he's not doing it to be malicious. He's just pointing things out. Good guy, bro. Very honest cat. Check him out.
Very cool. All right. Let's go to my final one. Boom, share. So my last one's going to go to Absolute East Wolf. She's really cool. She always comments on me and Vic stuff. Absolute pleasure to talk to, and has good quality stuff. You could see she talks about all the fairs and the upcoming shows, and shows a lot of pieces, both gaming and anime and comic related. So definitely check her out. A good person, and you won't be disappointed. So let's share that love, guys.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Got a little something stuck in my throat here, man. What the heck? All right. So for my final, oh yeah, I didn't even notice this. Oh my man, and my man said he's gonna wait for me to learn Spanish so I can respond to him. I read Spanish, guys. I just don't write it, you know, and I can speak it too. Dang it. Dang it. Yo hablo español. It's just that there's no opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to give a shout out to my boy, Lou's boy, Omar Darwish.
Good guy.
One of the best, bro. You know what I mean? One of the best guys out there whose character is unshook.
Yeah, he's been supporting us since day one, man.
Day one, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I don't want to, you know, seem like that, but bro, I got his back on anything here, bro. You know what I mean? So that's one of the guys that I can basically say, fuck that, let's do this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't know how many times I told my bro, I wish I could go to Australia.
I tell him the same thing.
He can thug out over there and act a fool and shit. All I need is him standing behind me. Don't worry, bro. I'll take care of the rest. What you said to me, don't get my man upset. Yeah, but Omar's the man, bro. He has one of the most amazing amazing Street Fighter collections and amazing collections, period. Period. Right?
I'm going to steal a page from my man Marty's book. You know, he does this a lot for fun, but for our final shout out, what we're going to do is we're going to shout out our channel. So there it is, guys. That's Immortalized in Stone. That's where the show is going to be going starting next week. You can see there's some videos up. You got our 100th episode together. Vic put up his review. There's one with Vic and Val talking. So there's going to be a lot of content going here, guys. So look forward to that and definitely subscribe.
Also, I'm looking at over here to the side. If you look, guys, right? These are the people that have already subscribed to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what I try to do is I subscribe back so that way I can actually see, you know, there. So do me a favor, right? You know, just write something and if you don't see your name up there, just write something in there and I'll add you like that too. So that way we have a two-way thing. Because if we're gonna do the show from this page, you know, it's gonna be a different name you're gonna see. You're gonna see Immortalized in Stone calling you. It's not gonna be Hero Statue Collector Lou. So Lou's gonna be still doing it, but it's gonna be Immortalized in Stone. Immortalized in Stone. Subscribe. I see 82. I think we have a lot more.
Well,
than
the thing that's nice about doing it this way as well is that either of us could host, and it's still going to the same channel. So
either of us can.
Yeah.
So if Lou gets sick, I'll do it. Yeah, I used to host it before. You know what I'm saying? You know me, man. I'm sorry. I don't mind doing the show. It's just that I like running when I have to run.
Plus, there's gonna be a bunch of content where me and Vic are together. We're gonna start filming a bunch of videos.
Yeah,
and so you're gonna see all that stuff there.
Me and Molly's working on some stuff for the channel too. So, so we're gonna be doing some good stuff, guys. Look, subscribe. It's just the beginning. We you know, trust me, when we say we're doing things different, it's gonna be different, man. You know.
And what I'm gonna do to make it easier is I'm gonna leave a link to the channel in the description of this video, so you could just click on it. It'll take you to the new one, and you could subscribe if you aren't already. And like you said, there's still going to be content on Vic's channel. There's still going to be content on my channel. Just Immortalized in Stone, along with our specials, are going to be on this channel. Anything Immortalized in Stone related will be on here.
Plus, okay, there might be. Bro, I'm just tired of just being mild. I'm gonna be me. So a lot of my stuff I'm gonna do is gonna be more of a mature type thing. You know what I mean? So if you're under 18, you shouldn't be watching our stuff that I'm gonna start to put up there.
Well,
it's gonna be funny.
Yeah, maybe the solo stuff. Yeah, there's gonna be some funny stuff like bloopers and shit. So
no,
look forward.
It's gonna be worse than bloopers.
Oh, all right. Well, see, I knew it.
It's gonna be fun. Don't worry.
So yeah, look forward to that, guys. It's gonna be cool, and it's just, you know, another thing from us that you'll be able to watch.
There's gonna be jokes. There's gonna be entertainment. There's gonna be fire spitting. There's gonna be someone diving off a 4-story building into a cup of water. We don't care. We don't care. And you wanna know what's the worst part? We don't even have insurance. We don't care, bro. Now, if you're interested in diving in a cup of water, please contact me or Lou, okay? So we can get you set up, man. You know what I mean? we don't mind. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna love what we're doing. If you don't, let us know. I know Mother sure you'll let us know. So, you know, and that's what we need. We need honesty. So don't be rude, okay?
There's a difference.
Yeah, you know, there's one thing about, you know, letting me know that I suck, as opposed to really letting me know I suck. And I don't, dude, no need to get nasty, all right? Just say, oh, Vic, you need not to do that. And I'll be like, oh, okay, all right. So it's a learning process for me with my comedy, because my shit is mad raw. And a lot of people like it, but a lot of people I offend. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean to offend nobody, bro. Come on, guys. It's just fun, bro. It's just fun we're having, bro. It's nothing to be offended by, bro. We got to get lighthearted, bro. We have more things to worry about than what I have to say or my opinions about any crap, bro. It's just for entertainment, bro. I want to entertain you guys. I want you to freaking go, what the hell he's talking about? Then down the road or later in the day, you go, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's what he meant.
Yeah, bro. So man, don't worry. I'll get it together where that'll happen.
All right, guys. So remember, go there, because I know I'll still probably get a lot of, oh my God, where did the show go?
Where did it
and
go?
Then I have to be, it's over there. So, but still, like I said on my channel, you're going to have the statue reviews, you're going to have my collector's chat, and a few specials that I have to do for people that I promised them to do, which will be coming up. I might try to put them on both channels. I think there's a way, if you like the video, to put it on both channels. So this way they could get more views on the stuff. So like we said, we hope you enjoy. We thank everyone for the support. We really do love all you guys. And we hope you continue to support us through the new venture.
Exactly. In other words, peace and a bottle of hair grease.
And with that, we hope you have a good day. And also, guys, tomorrow the collector's chat will be at 8 o'clock. So let us, this way you know.
Lou,
Mm-hmm.
say knock knock.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
I don't know. You're supposed to start it if it's your joke. See, this is the kind of crap you can look forward to.
When I said who's there, the way you looked at me, you were like,
yeah, because normally the person telling the joke starts it.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This is the crazy humor you're looking at. Just messing around. Yeah, Lou, you're right, but it's going to be a good thing, bro. It's going to be fun. Yes, and that's what we're looking to do, is have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't say much about what we're going to do, because you know what? It's better off if you just watch it, man. And we really want your opinions. We don't, like I said, we want your opinions, bro. Let us know what's up. Let us know what you want us to put on. Once you see what we do, you'll get a sense of what we're going for, and then there'll be requests and stuff.
Yeah, like that's a big thing we want. If you have a topic that you would like us to discuss,
please
leave it in the comments, and we'll definitely look into it and give our 2 cents on that topic.
Yeah, because we're gonna do a short show where we just do shout outs, right?
Yeah, I think we're gonna bring back Sunday Night Shout
Outs. If you don't know what that is, check Lou's channel out. The Sunday Night Shout Outs was cool. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that it's got to be more to it than just us here, just sitting and talking with each other back and forth. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad concept. We basically are the ones that did it first and shit. But now it's time
to up the game.
Yeah, we gotta up the game a little bit, bro. Hey, look, I love all you guys, bro. I like this format. It's a great format. But who knows? Because Marley's trying to figure out a way, for us to do it different. So we'll see what happens, because you know what it's about, baby? It's about the people that want to see the show, and it's about having fun. That's it.
Exactly.
So let's see what's up.
We want to bring you the statues and comic news in an entertaining way. That's what it comes down to. And we hope you will enjoy.
You said that right, because now that he said that, we want to bring you the statues, whatever, but I'm going to do a lot more videotaping in the comic book store, okay? I'm going to get Mike up on film so he could be like, yo, letting y'all know what's up, because, you know, everybody hears about Mike, not everybody meets him.
Exactly.
But a few people have met him in Comic-Con, you know, and they bought a lot of shit from him, you know, so I'm just telling you. You're going to see a lot more stuff coming through. And that's all going to go on Immortalized in Stone. All of that. Immortalized in Stone.
So look forward to it, guys. There's going to be a lot more to see, not just statues.
Exactly. So word up. I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah. All right. Well.
All right, brother. It was a great time as always.
Yeah. Oh. Let's finish this off on this note, since I showed it last week. Everybody knows that my Kier finger broke. Oh. See the finger? It's missing. It's right here. So I sent the letter to Sideshow. Sideshow sent me another letter. Sent me a letter saying, "Oh, you having problems? Can I get a picture?" I'm like, yo, I sent you a bunch. So I had to send them another picture. So now they contacted me today, and they say, I'm sorry, Vic, we don't have any of these in stock right now. They said that they put me on the list, a wait list, that as soon as they come in, because they're expecting more to come in, they're going to send me one out. And then I wrote them, I says, I want the flame orange. Because I like orange. It's good. Yeah. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So a little bit. Anyway, so Lou, my man Lou, what can I say, bro? It's been a pleasure, bro. It's an honor. You have a good night, my bro.
You too, brother. And to everyone out there, peace.
Peace, yo. Later, bro.